Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Slow is Good Chronicles. Happy Monday to you all. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Géraldine Jippé. I'm a holistic, conscious business coach and mentor, and I've been supporting many entrepreneurs for the longest time, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. I also run with my partner, Jippé.com. Feel free to have a look at this. And for those who have been supporting my channel for the last couple of weeks, months, many thanks to you. Please keep on watching, keep on sharing this content with whoever might need this. I think in July, run a contest for you to draw and to win a luxury candle and a product box from our shop, Jippé.com. And for those for whom it's the first time for you to watch one of my videos, a warm welcome. Here you are in a powerhouse on business, on slowpreneurship, on productivity, on kindness, and also the art of, having a slow life, literally. So hopefully you like this content. I really want to talk about something that is important to me, which is communication, which is really important in every layers of your life, from business to personal. And I want to share a few tools that I've been using that have been very useful for me to communicate better. And even though in moment where it was not as great as I thought it will be, helped me improve in my capacity of remaining serene, not judgmental, and highly performing, and to support my community and also my partners. And in the meantime, feel free to have a look at the replays on Sommet Slowpreneurs.com. We are closing the shop by Thursday. So if you do speak a little bit of French, I will strongly invite you to have a look at those. If you really want to dive into self-leadership, expand your knowledge on slow business design, and also learning about the power of, ancestral tools, this will be the perfect set of conferences that will support your growth. Now, I want to talk about this topic that is so important. Hello, welcome to another episode of Slow is Good Chronicles. My name is Géraldine Jippé. I'm a holistic conscious business coach and mentor. All right, guys. So I was saying that I want to talk about communications and why it's important. And I'm pretty sure many of you, whether you are an employee, a mom, a sister, a father, a brother, you need to be able to gather your thought and to share what you have to share. So basically, that's what we see when we think about communication. But communication is more than that, because words have true meanings. Whatever it is, the language that you are using, words, the power of words can be kind of very impactful. And this is very important to measure in what framework you can communicate the message that you want to frame and share with your community or your friends or your business partners or whoever you have to convey an information to, but also to assess exactly how to communicate these informations, because the how, the canal of communication is also as important. And I know I'm coming back to basics, simply because over the last couple of, since 2008, I've been running projects left and right. And as a volunteer, as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur, as a mom too, as a harpist, communication has been at the center of everything. And sometimes we're all humans. Emotions take over when we tend to communicate. And when emotions tend to take over, sometimes we are sharing information with a meaning that is not really the meaning. So now, before to dive into the next steps, I want you to understand, question yourself, what is your style of communication and how you want to impact the person that you will communicate with. And I will strongly advise you to use tools. You can find your own, and I will share the one that I've been using. Human design is one of them. The MBTI is one of them. The DISC is another one. These are tools that I've been using more specifically for leadership, but they've been very useful for me to be a better communicator. For some of them, I've been identified as somebody that is a diplomat, somebody that is willing to communicate and willing to listen. And also as a human design profile, I am a generator. So for me, my trait will be, my features will be to listen and wait for an invitation to answer to something. So I've been practicing all this knowledge through all the tools that I just communicate that have been very impactful in my way to support all the projects that I'm working on. And that's really important. And I think you can also use that framework for everything that you're digitally communicating on, which is social media, TikTok or YouTube, or even your Instagram, so that you make sure that all the communications informations that you're sharing are relevant to you, bring the value you want to bring, and also considerate of your audience. Because nowadays, the reality is there's an overload of information, and sometimes it's not critical enough so that you understand that some content might be offensive to others, some content might be offensive to your partners. And I'm not saying that we have to say yes to everything when it comes to communications and accept everything from others, but in order to have a genuine, very open-minded communications, whether we disagree or agree with our communicator and the person that received the information that you want to share. Well, it's important just to make sure that you understand what type of profile of communicator you are. That's the first thing. Make sure that you also understand the different layers of readings from the person you're talking to. Is the person receptive? Not necessarily, it's not the good timing. All that parameters are something that you need to consider it. Or is the person is totally close to the idea that you can have a totally different opinion. And sometimes because of the emotions that comes around the conversation, we tend to forget that we're talking to humans. And even in our social media content, we tend to forget that humans will be consuming the information that we are sharing. So that's the reason why it's really important to be very considerate when it comes to communicating, so that you can have a better impact, a more serene impact, non-judgmental impact, because this is where we come up with sometimes toxic scenarios in the communications where we're not open enough so that we can listen to our, in the conversation to the person that we really want to convey the information to. And actually, active listening is a key, is the most important thing that you can apply inside all the strategies of communications that you want to use. If you're a business owner, most likely it means you might have created like a product or something, but you have your idea, and then the community might have another idea. What it's important is to take a step back and take the time to listen, take the time to understand exactly what it is that your community, answer to or react to, and it will be beneficial for you, for your brand, for your business to better understand how to tap into the power of communications with your clients, your business partners, your community, and even your loved ones. And the one thing that I want to add, which is very personal here, is being kind in your communications is not a source of, weakness. Being kind is actually a resource for you to be more open to a conversation that might not be an easy conversations to have, with more empathy. And I'm not saying that we cannot disagree or dismiss someone that is not aligned with your values. It's quite the contrary. But what I would say here is like the art of kindness will help you frame a very serene way to communicate with everybody that you want to work with. So that's what I wanted to share today about communication. It's a bit longer than usual, simply because it was a topic that is very important to me. So follow me everywhere on social, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Coaching with Géraldine, which is my professional account. And if you have any questions, send me an email at hello@geraldinejippé.com. Have a good day.